dreidel, dreidel, I made you out of clay. Dreidel, 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 with dreidel I shall play.
Shalom Dammit! This is Rabbi Sol Solomon with a Rabbinical Reflection for the week of December 9th, 2012. Happy Chanukah, everybody! What a joy to find ourselves lighting the menorah, spinning the dreidel, eating the latkes, and making believe we're not jealous of the people across the street celebrating Christmas. December, the very fulcrum of winter, is the perfect time for a holiday that brings us all together for food and fun. Actually, January would be better because December is still close to Thanksgiving and you have more football, but I'm not one to bitch. To be honest, Chanukah is not the most important holiday. Passover, when we got the hell out of Egypt, that was bigger. Shavuot, where God gave us the Torah, that's a big one too. Yom Kippur, where we beg Hashem to forget what a bunch of schmucks we are, pretty major. Chanukah merely celebrates a military victory. Jerusalem was under the control of Syrians and Greeks who forbade the practice of Judaism. Matisyahu, not the reggae, the rebel, Matisyahu and his family rebelled, killed a few people, and took to the hills for training. They came back as an army and forced the Greeks out of the Holy Land. When Jews went to reclaim the great temple, they saw that it had been defiled. Pigs were slaughtered on the altar. False idols were placed in positions of worship. A giant screen was turned to QVC. The Jews immediately set about purifying the synagogue. And they probably also repainted a little because there was chipping and you could see the primer. Anywho, they started to burn some ritual oil in the candelabra. There was only a teeny bit left, so they figured it would burn for a day or two. What a shock when that minuscule drop of oil stayed lit for 8 full days. I had an uncle who stayed lit for 10 days, but it took him a case of Jack Daniels to do it. 8 days was just long enough to reconsecrate the temple, long enough to make our children say, it's just chocolate money, but we get it for a week. What is the modern significance of Chanukah? What do we learn from this festival of lights? First of all, we learn that you can do almost anything if you put your mind to it. One Jewish family defied the laws of the land and created a revolution. Instead of bowing before the Greeks, because we all know Greeks like it when people bend over, they triumphed as the Maccabees. Mac, because they became the Syrians' Mac Daddies. Bees, because they stung the enemy in the tuchus. We also learn that miracles happen if you let a little faith go a long way. Have you ever bought a light bulb that was supposed to last a year, and a decade later the thing is still working? It happens. In the hands of Hashem, time is a malleable construct. Sometimes, when I give a sermon, people tell me they look at their watch and it's been 20 minutes, but it feels like 7 hours. A miracle! Most importantly, we learn from the Chanukah holiday that things can look as bleak and horrible as the schmutz on the bottom of a toaster oven. But Hashem gives us the blessing of change. To quote Bob Dylan, the wheel's still in spin. 2,200 years ago, the temple was trashed and out of Jewish hands, and then a week later, it's ready for kosher catering. So, when we look at the crisis in the Middle East, or the fiscal cliff, or the music of Kid Rock, we have to say, it's all right. The world turns, and nothing truly lasts forever, except an Orthodox Seder. But that's a different holiday. This one is Chanukah, with candles and dreidels and latkes and Adam Sandler and jelly donuts and, thanks to fracking, enough oil to last 8 centuries. Dreidel, 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 I made you out of plexiglass, and if you don't like Chanukah, then you can kiss my sexy ass. This has been a Rabbinical Reflection from Rabbi Sol Solomon, Temple Sons of Bitches in Great Neck, New York. Yay, Gimel! Let's all sing on Chanukah and thank Hashem for this festival. Maccabees restored the peace and kicked the Greeks in the testicles. Hashem did these things for us, so we light menorahs. We give toys to girls and boys, but Chanukah isn't Christmas Eve. Keep your trees and keep your Jesus. We respect, but we don't believe. You can have your Christmas cheer, but keep away, we are Jewish here. Why must every Jew endure silent night in a Rite Aid store? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer has no business flying here. Santa Claus ain't Oz, he's yours. Jingle bells isn't what we sing. No offense, just common sense. Chanukah is a Jewish thing. Chanukah is a Jewish thing. Chanukah is a Jewish thing.